Hey everybody, good day and energy to everybody. In this video, I just want to talk a little bit about some information that I've only come across the past couple of months, and it has to do with different types of weapons that the so-called enemy, the opposition, is using to just make things a little bit more challenging here for us. I say that lightly because, the more I learn about what's going on, it really is just a light, influence. I mean, I really don't know how severe it is, to be honest. It depends on the person. But the thing about it is, what they're doing is it's called psychotronic technology or weaponry. And if you're interested, I suggest you look into Gabriel Cruz's YouTube channels. He has two of them. One's his main larger channel, and then he has a backup channel as well. I think it's called Gabriel Cruz Backup Mirror Channel, I think. The word research might be in there somewhere. But anyway, he goes into it in great detail, and he's done a lot of great work. It's he's really putting his life out on the line and trying to tackle some very serious issues. And he doesn't, he's really kind of on his own. So, it's very commendable, very honorable thing that he's doing. So good job, Gabriel. And again, anybody else who wants to learn more about this subject, please check his channels out. What I've learned is essentially, and it's something that I've even before I found his channel, I felt like this was going on. I would these psychotronic generators, these psychotronic weapons are energy weapons, for lack of, I mean, that's exactly what they are. They're sending, electromagnetic fields. They have a projectile that's able to send these electromagnetic fields in a focused beam, array or area or way of directing it towards a person or whatever. Maybe they have some type of a magnet to help hone in the signal. I don't know how they do it, but essentially they're electrocuting the water molecules inside your body, and it's a slow. I don't know about slow. It's a form of torture. They're electrocuting you. They're shocking you. They're irritating you. They're causing you to become irritated very easily. And then that irritation. And that's where it's like they really only are doing a slight irritation. But the thing about it is, the time that we're in with everything going on, that slight irritation is enough to send some people over the edge. Like, I mean, sometimes it is. Like, I know for me, myself, like, if I'm going through my day and, okay, I'm getting through it, but it's a little challenging, but you're able to get through it, but then you have that little extra thing that pops in there, whatever it may be, and, that can send you into, a real deep spiral, and I think that with these energy weapons, they're doing similar things. They're able to surveillance us, they're able to watch us, and they're able to pinpoint things and hit the button at the right time when they know they're going to get the most, effective fluctuation in energies. So they're going to hit that button right when they know we're at that challenging point in our day when shit's going crazy, and they know that they're going to get the most amount of effect in trying to drive us crazy, essentially. So they hit that button, and we're fucking. Our irritation has now jumped from a 3 to like a 7. We just think it's a normal, irritation thing because we're dealing with irritating things in our everyday life. But, in reality, it is because of that. But it's also because we're getting hit with these extra energy weapons. I mean, it's nuts. It sounds nuts, but the technology is there. Look into these 5G cellular towers. Gabriel Cruz, he designed and made these things for 20 years. That's how he found out about all this. Is he was beginning to make this technology, and he tells his whole story very. He's very thorough in his explanations, and I haven't gone back and really gathered his whole history, so I don't know it all that well. But I know he worked on the cellular towers for I think about 20 years, and he started to feel symptoms, or he was questioning, the effects of these electromagnetic frequencies on, the area of the human beings. And the more he looked into it, the more he learned, and then from learning about this stuff, he realized it's really not good for human beings, like, at all. And also, like, why are the people who, are telling us to build this stuff, like, why aren't they saying anything about this? I'm imagining it was something like that got him onto this road of, telling the truth and, sharing with the world, all these, unknowns about psychotronic weapons and, what these, corporations and organizations are doing to Americans, on our soil, and we're actually funding the development of these weapons that are being used against us. This is how crazy things are right now. So, again, yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys the information about these weapons, and also, Gabriel Cruz's YouTube page. I highly suggest you guys check it out. He's going through a hard time too, so if anybody has any donations they can send to him, I'm sure he would very much appreciate it. I would appreciate it too, if you could help him out. I really love the work that he's doing, and I know it's going to help it's going to help orchestrate a good revolution, a good change in things. But in order for that good change to happen, we're all going to have to wake up and see how crazy and just the truth of how things really are here, and what's really going on, behind closed doors, and what's really holding up and perpetuating, America, beyond, what we see on our everyday lives, like the intricacies that are keeping these organizations and corporations and child trafficking systems and politicians and, corrupt law officials and, policy officers. All these things are connected, and it all goes back to evil, and it all has to do with, mankind's inability to, do things the right way. I mean, it's not, I should rephrase that. It's not our inability. It's just a lesson in what happens when we do things this way. Because we are totally able of doing things the right way. I know we are. Especially when we focus on it and we're aware of the things to look out for. I think that most human beings really do want to live good and decent, strong and, beautiful lives and fall in love and have kids. I really do think that's a common dream that human beings share. We're all a little different now. We've all, absorbed different programs and gone off on, different ways, and, things have become skewed, and, a lot of us are hurt in so many different ways that, we're so blinded by our pain that we don't even know what's really good for us, what, our soul really wants anymore. But I am a strong believer in the goodness of humankind, and also our consistent drive to do better, to change, to want to rebuild, to want to regrow, to want to reorganize, to create, and I also think that that's why we are being hit with so much dark challenges, and we have had so many polarizing forces try and take us away from that goodness, because we are so good, we are so holy, we do have the essence of, the divine creator, I think, in us. And so because of that, we're going to have to deal with the resistance that creation has to deal with, which is destruction, or negativity, resistance, evil, the devil, sin, all these things. But anyway, I'm kind of rambling on. I really just wanted to share with you guys Gabriel Cruz's research, and also just if you guys are freaking out about things, just try to be mindful that there are other entities out there that are using weapons to specifically try to drive you crazy. And also, there's things you can do to counter it. Wool, I'm not sure if this beanie's wool. I like to think it is, I don't know. But wool materials are good at blocking out these type of EMF fields. I haven't done any research, but I feel like being out in nature could help. That's actually something I really want to look into and, document and show and test. But again, I don't have any proof on that. And also just, listening to good music, doing positive actions, focusing on love, meditation, just keeping yourself in a positive mind frame is the best thing you can do, because that positivity in itself is going to create its own electromagnetic field around you, and it can block and push and repel, other type of energies trying to get in. But again, when we're going through our day and we start to go through things that are challenging, irritating, that's when they know to push the button. So it's in these moments, these challenging moments, which is why I think it's good to be mindful of the moments that are going to be difficult for you in your day, and really try to plan them out and try to take steps to ensure that you're able to get through them. Do whatever you can to make it more successful for you, and so that you're not going to get as angry. Take extra time, take extra preparations, try to think outside the box and find other solutions to help navigate the situation in a better way. Just realize that those moments in your day that are challenging are made even more challenging by things that you're not even able to see. So just take that extra step and try to deal with them, with a little bit more love. And in doing so, you'll be the more stronger. Even if you don't succeed, and even that failure in itself is you failing forward. So don't get down on yourselves, all right, humanity? I love you guys, all right? Stay up. See ya. Peace.